the Illuminati's bloody bull of Ebola. Before watching this video, I suggest you watch a series I just made called The Blood of Human. So the blood of humans, regardless of what race you are or ethnic background, we all bleed the red blood. And according to the Bible, we all come from the same source, Adam and Eve. And all of mankind, or humans, were made from Adam, or Edom, which is red. So in my videos I explained that the blood of animals, including humans, is basically the same. So I have exposed in my videos in the past that the very word for blood actually comes from the same source. Etymologically speaking, the etymology of the word blood comes from the bull, the red bull. So then I go on to prove that the red bull's blood is made up of cells, the red blood cells and the white blood cells, but the red blood cells are actually in the shape of a torus, which is named after the Taurus bull. And like I've explained many times in my videos, the torus holds the esoteric and the exoteric knowledge and wisdom, as above, so below. So the torus, or this donut, is the symbol of the zodiac, or the universe. And all solar systems, galaxies, and of course the universe, spins in a coil, like the Taurus Rodin coil. And of course this ancient coil is also a spiral. And of course this coiling, spiraling torus is exactly why we have what's called a tornado, which is named after El Toro, the Taurus bull. So now you'll understand why they call it the eye of the storm, because this sacred circulating storm has the one eye of the bull, which is exactly why this red eye is the bull's eye. So now you know why we have the red eye of the target, the Taurus bull. And everyone knows that the bull is attracted to the color of blood, the color of red. And then the red, hot, fiery bull of the brazen bull, where they would make human blood sacrifices until they began to boil from the fire and the heat, and then the nose of the bull would blow out steam, and its eyes would turn bright red. And that's exactly why the phallic bull penis of the bull god El, or Baal, has the bright red eyes. And like I have explained many times, the elder elite Illuminati are the ones who worship the sacred bull. So now that you understand that the very word blood comes from the bull, and that the human red blood cells also come from the bull, which is the Taurus, so that's exactly why they always want us to drink the red bull's blood from the Bibles. So there are so many cocktails and alcoholic beverages, wine and beer, that feature the bull. Thus you're drinking the blood of the bull. Of course, that's why they want us to drink the blood of Jesus, who was the Son of God, the bull god. Which is why the shroud of Turin depicts him with horns. And of course, the very word Turin is the Torino, the Taurus bull. So now that you understand that the red blood of humans has to do with the red blood of the bull, so now you will understand why the bull-worshipping Illuminati are the ones that manufactured the bloody Ebola. the red, bloody bull's blood. So the Illuminati are the ones who plotted, created, and are manufacturing the chaos of the outbreak of the Ebola virus. So believe me, this red, bloody virus of Ebola comes from the red, bloody bull worshippers. And of course, they will never tell us the truth about the Ebola virus. They use the ignorance of the sheep against themselves. And the ignorance makes people fearful, therefore they become cowards and are not able to understand the truth. And of course, that's exactly why the medical Illuminati's CDC, the Center for Disease Control, actually owns the patent on the Ebola virus. So the Ebola virus has the word bull in it, but the bola comes from the Baal, and the Baal, as I have shown in many of my videos, comes from the same etymological root as that of the bull, the B-O-L-E, which is the same etymology of blood and bull. So the B-O-L-E, or the bole, so you know the difference, the bole, the bole, is the Baal. It is the bowl that we know as a bowl that we eat cereal out of, because the very word bowl means to inflate or swell up, thus the fertility of the bull's blood in the vessel, thus the bull balls of fertility, which is why there's actually a ball in a nightclub. It's the disco ball, because it represents the fertility of Baal. And that's why at a nightclub the people hook up under the ball. And that's why dances used to be called a ball dance. And of course, that's why when they leave, they will be having a ball. So you see, the truth about the Ebola virus is the Baal, or the bola. So not only do the Ebola patients break out in the red bull's blood, they also break out in the bulging Ebola blisters, thus the bolas, or the balls. We find the same meaning in the word bold, like a boulder, because it's big and swollen up and fat like a big fat bull. And that's why the Ebola blisters bulge out. So the blood of the bull is the fertility of the bull, which is strange that the Illuminati depopulation plan of the Ebola outbreak is the red blood of the bull. And what do they do to the person who is infected with the Ebola blood virus? They have to make a human blood sacrifice and a burnt offering, or a holocaust, setting them on fire like the Burning Man, or like setting the Wicker Man on fire, which represents the human blood sacrifice of the burnt offering. Thus, the burnt offering of the red bull's blood. So like I said, the red blood of the heart, which is the color that bulls are attracted to, the red blood, and then heart with the red blood of sacrifice and of romance, this all ties together, which is exactly why we saw Maroon 5, which maroon, red blood of Mars, the maroon color of red, the red blood. He performs a blood ritual, romantic, sick, disgusting, sacrificial performance in his video. Adam, the red, Levine, the red, bloody Edom, or Adam. And of course, Maroon 5 actually means the red 5, or the red pentagram. And of course, the pentagram is also the number and the letter 5 and E. And of course, the month of May is the 5th month when the Illuminati was formed on May Day, which is the day of the sun in the house of Taurus. So the letter E actually represents the 5, or the star, which is the pentagram. So you'll notice that the E is a little sinister, or a little crooked. like the crooked E of Enron. And of course, many years ago, I showed that the symbol of the Illuminati, the triangle, has the all-seeing eye on it. And when you zoom in on the eye, it's the crooked E. Remember they tried to scare us with the E. coli virus? And once again, they bring us the Ebola virus. And of course, they want us to believe that Ebola came from the bats. But the truth and the source comes from the bloody vampires themselves. So don't be gullible, because the Ebola is all bullshit.